Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Crypto Market Rundown, where we talk about everything that's going on in the great world of cryptocurrency. From the fundamentals in the news to the technicals on the charts, we spend the time doing hours of research so that you all don't have to. And what a volatile week we have had. I mean, we've had Bitcoin breaking over 100K, falling back down to 90K. Altcoins have been falling by 20, 30% across the board, and now some of those same very altcoins are rallying to new all-time highs. And what we've really gotten this week was a big old case of FUD and fake outs, and really what this kind of came out to be is one of the best buying opportunities that we've seen in the past couple of months here. So welcome back, everyone. We're going to be talking about all the catalysts, all the news, all the charts, the ETF flows, you name it. There really is a lot going on, and we want to make sure that we cover it all in a single place for all of you. So, man, if that's not an intro, TiVo, I don't know what is. But, are you feeling the same vibes over on your end?
Yeah, man, still really pulled up. How can you not be when it's Summit Week? I know we promoted it last week, but today is day 2 of the Hedge Fund Summit, where we have over 27 plus awesome guests, crypto experts in the industry with a lot of crypto alpha, and it's completely free. Scroll down, you can still get day 2 and 3. If you're watching this live today, I'll put the link in the show notes below. Get your free ticket. But yeah, man, just super pulled up. I think that we said it last week, or I know, again, we were talking before, kind of, recapping what we said last week was, hey, there's a 10-day, 2-week period here where, markets, we don't necessarily have a footing on where they might go, especially when you're connecting it to the macro of the S&P and the NASDAQ, which we might cover a little bit because of all the data points we were waiting for. So big week for data this week, big week next week with the Fed, and then people are eyeing the Santa Claus rally. And, as much as we like to think of crypto and TradFi as separate, we know that, with all these, big name, hedge funds and all the ETFs and all this stuff, it's more intertwined than ever. So it's an exciting time to dive into the data, look at the charts, look at the news, and that's what we do here every week.
Yeah, well, pull out the confetti cannons. Bitcoin, as we speak, is breaking back above $100,000.
Cheers to that.
Teetering on that, glasses up. We're teetering on that line of $99,996 as we speak. We'll definitely throw out the charts here in just a little bit, because that seems to be what a lot of people are concerned with at the moment, right? Because at the end of the day, we don't want to lose money. Everybody wants to make money. And the charts is really what it comes down to in terms of interest. But if we look at just some of the things that have happened, that candle that we saw, and again, we're going to throw up the charts here in just a sec, that candle that we saw over the past couple of days, bringing us from above 100K back down to around 94K, that liquidated over $1.5 billion of positions. And this comes right after, I think it was last Thursday, where we had that Darth Maul candle. We went up to a new all-time high of 104K, came back down to something like 92K. That liquidated another $1 billion+ in the crypto market of longs and shorts. And so we had $1 billion get liquidated last week in a single day. We had another $1.5 billion get liquidated, I believe, on Monday. And what we're having here is just a chop zone. And a lot of this came from a single point of FUD that we're going to break down in just a second. But I think one of the big, I don't want to call it losers, maybe one of the big opportunities here was in altcoins, because we know that they move around 2 to 3x the volatility of Bitcoin. And so when we saw about a 10% pullback in Bitcoin, we had a lot of altcoins go 20, 30% to the downside. Some more, some a little bit less. But now what we're seeing is this super active rebound across the board. And some of those altcoins are already breaking out to new cycle highs, new local highs, new all-time highs. And it was a clear buy the dip opportunity. So my next bullet point was, is this a buy the dip or are we in trouble? I kind of spoiled that. If it's not already evident, we're a little bit biased towards the long side here. But we have a saying that the trend is your friend. And a single red day, maybe 2 red days, does not define a trend. The trend is still very much up. And if we actually go ahead and take a look at, what this Bitcoin chart looks like, and I throw this up on the screen for all of us, then we can see over here that the trend actually did not break at all. We zoom in and we look at this and we can say, hey, this trend line that we do have on Bitcoin has maintained. It has been going up and up and up and up, and just keeping this pattern of a higher low after every single pullback with really no exception. And so what we got yesterday is a pattern that I like to call a tweezer double bottom. This is not something that we see often, but it's a very, very bullish thing to see, hence why we're getting so much buying pressure coming in today. And this is exactly what we want to see from a tweezer double bottom. So we had this double bottom come with 2 extended wicks. And the following day, which is today, we're starting to see massive buy pressure come in and push Bitcoin back up to 100K. Now, up until recently, we've been having a hard time with 100K. And I think the big reason on everyone's mind here is, why did the crypto markets pull back? And where is the opportunity? So if we just look across the board, we look at Bitcoin struggling to hold above 100K. This is an all-time high resistance. We go over to Solana, hit $260, struggled to break that, rejected it, another all-time high resistance. We go to another large cap, XRP, which pushed its way into the number 3 in terms of market cap. This thing came up to the $3 range. Guess what that is? Another all-time high resistance. We go over to Ethereum, the second largest crypto by market cap. This thing came up to its cycle high resistance. And so when we look at all of the large caps, not all, but most of them, right? The really significant ones, they're all at these all-time high or cycle high resistance levels, and they rejected it. Resistance levels are exactly what they sound like. We come up, we see resistance there, we get a rejection, we pull back, and then we continue the rally. And that's really all that this was saying, hey, all of the large caps have gone on these crazy runs to the upside. XRP up 400 or 500% in the last month. You look at Ethereum, which went on about a 70% run. You saw Bitcoin gain about $50,000 in valuation since September, October. So in the last couple months, this thing rose $50,000 in terms of its price point. Same with Solana being up over 2,000% this market cycle. So all that this was saying, hey, we've had a really great run. We're at massive all-time high resistance levels. Now we're going to pull back a little bit. We're going to gather our strength, take a breather, and then we're going to continue the rally. And that's really all that I saw here. It was nothing more than that, with one exception.
Have you ever wanted to trade Bitcoin but haven't dared tried? With Plus 500 futures, you can trade crypto without the hassle of opening a wallet. With just a few clicks, you can register and start practicing with their free and unlimited demo. See a trading opportunity? You'll be able to trade in just 2 clicks. Feel ready? You can move to real money with as little as $100 once your account is approved. And the great thing is that in addition to crypto, Plus 500 gives you access to a wide range of instruments like the S&P 500, NASDAQ, gas, and much more. Explore equity indices like energy, metals, Forex, and beyond. With a simple and intuitive platform, you can trade anytime, anywhere. Experience the fast, accessible futures trading you've been waiting for with Plus 500. With over 20 years of experience, Plus 500 is your gateway to the markets. Visit us.plus500.com to learn more. Trading in futures involves risk of loss and is not suitable for everyone. Not all applicants will qualify, and this is not personal financial advice. Plus 500, it's trading with a plus.
No offense, but your brain is a terrible place to keep your big idea. It belongs in the world, but you know that already. You have a calling, a voice that says, this is what I'm meant to do. Create the website your big idea deserves with Wix. Make it your own with top-to-bottom customization, AI to help realize your vision, and built-in business tools to turn your daydream into your dream job. Wix supports every stage of the business journey except one. Your decision to begin. Ready? Go to Wix.com.
With the summer sizzle starting to fizzle, cooler heads are looking to lock in a wellness routine fit for the fall and beyond. Lucky for you, Ritual's high standards don't drop with the temperature. Fully committed to traceable science and sourcing, Ritual is shaking up the supplement industry with high-quality ingredients and scientifically developed formulas. With them, you know what you're taking, where it comes from, and why it's important. They've got every base covered, from their clinically backed Women's 18-Plus multivitamin to groundbreaking options like stress relief and sleep melatonin, which both use first-of-its-kind bioseries technology designed to optimize formula delivery. And right now, for a limited time, get up to 40% off your first month at ritual.com/podcast.
And the one exception was Google coming out